Bror Fredrik coming at you with another video. I wanted to talk about my experience over at the Tropicana implosion and what went on that evening and the whole bit. Well, basically what it felt like and the experience and all that. And we're going to make this right, and we're going to go actually look at the site. I want to go see what the rubble is like, what the pile of mess is like, the whole bit, because it was dark last night, and it was there was a mushroom cloud, so you couldn't see anything. So this is going to be my first view too. So, man, these people are crazy. You gotta look both ways, even for the pedestrians here. So let's go check out the site here. We'll spin around from both sides, and we'll do that right after this. All right, we are back. So what I see is pile of rubble. I don't know what I expected to see. I expected to see like more steel, if I'm totally honest, but I don't know. Did they pile that up last night? I really can't tell. We're gonna spin around from the other side too. But anyway, let me give you the forward views. So yeah, what had happened was I did not actually plan on witnessing it. I thought that, well, number one, there'd be enough video out there. And number two, Metro police have been gaslighting people for the past week, saying there's no way you can see it. There's no public viewing areas. We're going to arrest you if you try to view it, and da-da-da-da, all this stuff. They're just gaslighting like freaks. So, okay, I'm not going to fight it. I don't want to deal with the asbestos mushroom cloud anyway, so who cares? And you know there's asbestos all over the place. Anyway, they were putting out advisories. If you drive your car around the area, there's a good chance you're going to kill your engine. I mean, they were gaslighting like crazy, and I'm not saying I fell for it, but it gave me an excuse not to deal with it because, you know, I knew there'd be so many people doing it and the whole bit, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Trop, I mean, I was never a fan of the Trop anyway, so I could give two craps. However, we're over, me and my buddy's in town, so we're over at the high limit room at Bellagio. So we're like, you know what? Let's go look out in the street. At least, you know, maybe we'll hear it and boom, 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 the whole bit. Okay, cool. So we go out. We leave the Bellagio, through the lobby, we go over the bridge that comes out by the Cosmo or whatever, the thing they're going to tear down in the future. And lo and behold, you can see all the way to, all the way. You could almost see straight down. I could see where they were actually, the police actually were, which was right on the corner of, well, kind of right in front of New York. So we're like, we got 35 minutes or so. Let's just take a hoof and see what's what. So we're walking, and it's not that many people. It worked. There was not that many people. It wasn't throngs of people. They were just people trying to catch a glimpse. So we became some of those people who try to catch a glimpse. We found a spot right in front of New York, that we could see the whole, the building on the right side if you're looking south, and it's staged up there. And I'm like, you know what? This is like 10 minutes before this happens. Let me set up a live stream. So indeed, that's what I did. I set up a live stream. However, I had no intention of doing it. I barely had intention of filming it because I just, you know, is what it is. So if this guy lets me over, that'd be nice. Man, drivers are so inconsiderate these days. One more lane, gold. Okay, so I set up the live stream. So I didn't do it on my normal streaming phone with my normal streaming apps. I just fired up YouTube and, you know, hit go live. Man, that video sucked. Besides the fact that there was connection issues and whatever, YouTube's native app just blows, so the footage wasn't that great. There was about 500 people watching. I would say out of out of compassion, perhaps, because it wasn't truly a great video whatsoever. So thank you if you joined me for that little adventure there. Let's just drive through the sign area. My buddy got some film. We'll do all that. But the point being, there's so many videos that were really, really nice. There was a couple of streamers, I think, but there was official. The news did it. There's drone footage, there's helicopter footage, the whole 9 yards if you want to see it. So I'm not going to show you anything new anyway. But I wanted to talk about my experience. Now, the experience was quite the experience. Besides walking down there, it was very, how would I say, visceral would be the best way to describe it. Very, very visceral. And by visceral, I mean, hold on, looking for traffic. I mean, you can Google the word, but by visceral, I mean, it was very raw. First they did the fireworks show. The fireworks show was pretty freaking awesome. I gotta admit, I mean, they did a good job. They had wide coverage. Various different, it was just done very, very well, a la, 4th of July, if not better. Then the drones came up, and that was kind of interesting too. You could see that in most people's videos. They did Farewell Tropicana, they put up an A's thing, so some people are saying that might be their logo moving forward. I wonder if I'm ever going to get to turn here. Should I just force my way in? Yeah. Blah. Okay. Oh. Driving in Vegas is such a freaking trip. All of a sudden, this guy's like, hey, let's put down some cones. Look at all these private planes. All right, I'm going to tilt this camera so we can see the what's what when we pass the Tropicana. So the drones eventually turned into... one of those, like, cartoon-looking TNT, detonator devices with the plunger and whatnot, and then the drone started doing the countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There was a ton of det cord that they put around the bottom to illuminate it, and then it actually went off. Now, I'm assuming there was a lot of shape charges involved, and I'm also assuming they knocked it off the foundation initially, and it just collapsed perfectly. But the visceral part of it, if you've ever been, I'm sure some people might have PTSD from it, but it was the shockwave. The shockwave of those explosions was intense. You could feel it just rush right through your body. I felt like, Sarah Connor, when she was having the flashbacks of the nukes and whatnot, holding on to the fence. I mean, they just went right through you. You could just hear the crowd, but it was intense. There's only one word for it: intense, raw, and visceral. To be that close to 2,100 pounds of shape-charged TNT. So that was cool. So the absolute minute that was done, you could see the mushroom cloud of freaking asbestos dust starting to form already, and we just turned around and headed in the other direction because it was coming. You knew that was coming. So we wanted to stay ahead of it, and we ducked back inside Aria, and that was the experience. And people were cheering. It was a good time. People 420 like it was New Year's Eve or something. I mean, how often do you get to see a building get imploded in Vegas? I mean, this was actually my third or fourth, with El Rancho being one of them. El Rancho was probably as spectacular, if not more, than this one, but it was cool. I mean, I wish I would have, instead of trying to do it as a live stream, I wish I just filmed it. My buddy filmed it. If if there's good footage, if I connect with him later, I'll put something up. But like I said, there's some really, really, really good video out there. Now, this is the site right here. So let's have a look. It's so weird not to see that. Imagine if this A's bullshit actually goes through. It's, who knows if it's going to or not. There's going to be a stadium right here where we're looking at. snarling up this traffic, causing all sorts of problems and grief and whatever, but it is what it is. And then again, there's a rumor out there saying there's going to be an NBA stadium where Circus is. So then we'll have 4 stadiums of professional sports. I'm opting for the Rio. That would have been better. But yeah, so overall, it was a fun evening. I can't say it was. I came home can't say it wasn't. I got home at like 6 in the morning or something like that, because that dust cloud, I mean, we're talking about from here, that dust cloud made its way down to the Aria, which is all the way down there. And that's how far we walked. Well, we walked past that, but on the way back, that's how far we walked. I saw a video, and I can attest to the fact that there was smoke everywhere. Well, I don't know about smoke, but definitely dust, concrete dust, asbestos, whatever. Just speculating on the asbestos, but I'm pretty sure it was in there. So I didn't really want to go out, even though I was driving. I didn't want to suck it into my engine of my car or covered with it. So we hung out. We had a good time, drank coffee till 6 in the morning. And so I'm working on a good hour and a half sleep. I'll go home, edit this video, do what's what. And let's go drive by and see what's left of the Tropicana. And again, I was never a Tropicana fan. And again, forgive my rambling today, but I didn't sleep. So this is it. Freaking yikes. It's just a pile of sticks at this point. Should we turn? Yeah, let's turn. F it. And we were literally by the New York on the left there. They made this fence so freaking high. I mean, I can't really blame them or anything, but yeah. Oh, it's still smoldering. You see that? Is that smoldering, or is that more asbestos being released? Oh, wow. Look at that. Some of it is over here. Holy shit. Some of the twisted metal came in this direction. That's kind of messed up. Whoa. Do you see what I'm talking about? That part of the building, everything collapsed that way. But somehow this part of the building, and I doubt cranes moved it, ended up this way. That is freaky. Look at that. Look how twisted that metal is. Should we go to the oil? Yeah, let's go to the oil and check it out some more. F it. Wow, that is hard to believe that those were once the buildings. That's crazy. Cranes are all set to go. Let's get some zoomage. This debris was all here yesterday. But look at that. That's the north tower, that's the south tower. It doesn't look like a lot of debris for an entire freaking building, but however they did gut it. So yeah. Should we zoom in a little more? Yeah, let's do that. It's getting real tight now. Let's see. I'll go slow so you don't get seasick. Started to cover it already. I'm still curious how part of the building almost ended up by the street. Check that out. Someone left their vehicle there overnight. Look at that. It is covered with crap. You know what? I'm probably going to be covered with crap if I stay here any longer. Alright, so I am getting the actual F out of here. I'm going to edit this video, put it up, eat a pound of bacon, and take like a half-hour nap. I did not expect to do what we did. I did not expect to see what we saw. I have to go review some of that footage. I do not see how that, still, I've said it 3 times, I don't see how part of the building is that close to the street when it fell in the opposite direction. Gonna have to do some forensic analysis and see what's what. Anyhow, it was overall a good evening. It was overall an end of an era, the Tropicana. I know some people love it and they have fond memories there. I have zero fond memories or zero fondness, and I'm not like necessarily ragging on the place. And just because they used to kick me out of there all the time, just because they used to give me crap if I ever won over there. Oh, you got to come back in 6 hours for your money, shit like that. They were just like kind of scuzzy. But it is what it is. It's Vegas history. But do I miss it? No. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think the next. Wow, it is dusty over here. Holy cow. What do you think the next? I'm going to repeat it again because I'm watching you guys film. What do you think the next implosion is going to be? My money is on, let's see. My money is on Casino Royale, maybe. Or how about this one? Treasure Island. Just go away. Don't care. Is this guy gonna actually freaking try to not let me in? Alright. Good man. Or woman, whatever. I'm thinking Treasure Island. I would not miss that place either, other than the free parking, which is kind of freaking awesome. Let's get over to the far left and look one more. You could say, whoa. I probably shouldn't be here if I'm totally honest. See all that's kicking up some mad dust. I'm like driving into a dust cloud. But let's have this look. You see what I'm talking about? How did that end up so close to the street? That's a bit funky. Oh shit, now I have to turn. Anyway, that was fun. That was unexpected. Hope you had a good time chilling out with me on a Wednesday morning post Tropicana explosion, Tropicana aftermath. It was fun. Hope you had fun. I love you guys. Don't forget to check out all the links down there. And don't forget to check me out on my streaming platform where I do all my streaming over at brorfredrik.com. It's called Bror Fredrik Raw and Uncensored, because I can get raw, I can get uncensored, and no one can tell me otherwise. No YT, no nothing. So we have all the conversations that needed and meant to be had over there. And while you're there, go and check out all the links below and do all the stuff. I think today is the last day of Amazon Prime Day. Even if you don't buy anything from anything that I have listed down there, I get a little vig just from clicking through the links, like 1%. So you spend $10,000, I get like $10. No, I get like 100. Spend 10,000, sick. So go ahead and do that. Spend 10,000. I love you guys. I'm gonna go. I'm a little loopy from lack of sleep and too much coffee and all the rest of that good stuff. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna get freaking naked immediately. I'm gonna take this clothes off before I even get in the house. I didn't realize how the dust would still be lingering. But on that note, Bror Fredrik out.
Make sure it sound right, boys.